Hey guys, Ron Williams here. I am so delighted and thrilled to meet you here on video today. I've got just such exciting information that I want to share with you. Some really what I consider incredible discoveries that we've made over the past several years that have been, for whatever reason, kind of overlooked by the industry as a whole. And all of it makes for a tremendous, just amazing opportunity for realtors and for you specifically. So before we get into this first video is what I call the orientation. I just want to give you a little bit of an overview of where we are, who I am, and what we're going to cover over the next several videos here. So first of all, my name is Ron Williams, and I'm the founder of a relatively new and pretty unique web platform for the building of new homes across the United States. And so it's for the home building process. It's called Hoodle. And I'm a former realtor, though, of many years, worked with Coldwell Banker, specialized in new home building. As a realtor, I started off probably very much like where you did or where you are right now. And where many of you are today, really trying to figure out my way through the business and struggling to get the level of success that I felt like I wanted and that I was after, and wondering how in the world am I going to rise above the noise of the zillion other realtors that are out there in the market today. And I got into new construction as I began to specialize in home building. I started to discover some problems that initially I just thought, well, this is just kind of a pain in the industry. But the more I got into it, the more I realized these are not small problems. These are big, big issues in our local market, and what I refer to as gaps in the home building process. And what we really came to realize is that buyers, when it comes to building a new home, were not being adequately served. And in that whole process, not at all. And I'm not talking about a little broken, I'm talking about broken. And I'll share a lot of that with you in the videos to come. But when I uncovered these issues, I began to address them first for myself, and in my new homes business, my business began to explode. Even though I had zero team and I had very, very minimal marketing budget when I started. So I really didn't have a lot of capital. And I know so many times we look at new construction and you see these big teams and big marketing budgets. They're not getting the new construction because of the big team and because of the big marketing budget. They're getting the big team and the big marketing budget because they figured out new construction. And so something else, though, happened that I did not anticipate. When I started to grow my business, leaders in both the home building industry and in the real estate industry, really at the very, very highest level, I'm talking NAR, I'm talking NAHB, and many, many thought leaders around the industry were looking at what we were doing. And when we began to go a little bit public with it, we had leaders in the industry that were inviting us to top leadership meetings and saying, hey, I don't know if you know this, but the problem that you've identified is not just a problem in your market, it's a problem literally in every city across the US. And wow, I mean, that really changed my perspective because I didn't know what we were stepping into initially. But over the past decade, we have essentially dove deep into the reasons why this has occurred. And we've studied the issues and the gap, so to speak, and really have researched the front edge of where the home building industry is and where it's going, and began to develop strategies on how to improve the home building process for buyers, but more importantly, or as importantly, giving a lot of realtors the opportunity to step inside of what we were learning and begin to explode their own business from it. And so it's been phenomenal. And how many of you know where there is a problem, very often that's indicative of the fact that there is a big opportunity. It's like two sides of the same coin. Where there's a big problem, often there's a big opportunity, and the opportunity is going to go to the ones who address the problem and help to solve it. So these days, I'm a business coach, I'm a strategist, I'm the founder of Hoodle, and I specialize in where I live really day by day around the week and around the year is at the intersection of home buyers who want to build a new home, the realtor, the builder, and the land developer, and how all those things come together. So that's who I am. So, when I share with you what I share with you, just understand that this comes from a lot of deep research that I'm proud to say, I don't mean it in an arrogant way, but there's really very, very few people in the entire country that have gone to where we've gone to at this point. And as you begin to engage in this material, you're going to understand why. So now, who are you? That's my next question. From what I know right now, you've downloaded the document that we shared with you about the 7 reasons why home building is broken from a buyer perspective and how you can win from it. What that tells me about you is, number one, you're a realtor that is wanting to grow. You recognize that there's a problem in new construction and you want to do something about it. But more importantly, you want to grow your business. And I know what that experience is like. I know where you are. In a lot of cases, you've come through the struggle or you're in the struggle and you're, fighting for the crumbs waiting for the crumbs to fall off the table. Well, listen, you don't have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. With what we're going to show you and what you're going to learn, if you take this and own it and implement it for yourself, you will be able to move to the top levels, very comfortable within new construction in your local market. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not like driving up to the McDonald's window and, give me my cold fries. It's not a magic bullet. It's a business opportunity, but it's a business opportunity that very, very, very few realtors across the country even recognize today, but you do. So here's where we are today, okay? We're beginning to unfold, and you guys are really in the beta stage of this, which is why you're getting in at this incredible low price. But, we're starting off a program called New Home Building Blueprint, or New Home Niche Blueprint. And the New Home Niche Blueprint is a large course that we're teaching. This is the foundations module. So over the next several videos, what we're going to cover is how to give you a new perspective about new construction and show you where we really fit into it as realtors, how you can begin to set yourself up as somebody who is truly perceived as a thought leader and a game changer in new construction. And really, what I want to see is for you to become the go-to realtor in your market. I don't care if it's a large market or a small market, the opportunity is absolutely there, but you have to grab a hold of it. But really to become the go-to person from the perspective of somebody who wants to build, a buyer, but also from the builders and the developer standpoint. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So by the end of this class, and after we've gone through these videos, you're going to have a handle on new construction, almost like nobody in your local market. You may not have the experience with it yet, but you're going to be able to begin to articulate a lot of these problems and reach out and begin to solve some of these issues in ways that nobody else is doing. And you're also going to understand have a strategy and a basic footprint of what is your new construction market, better than a lot of people. You'll be surprised to watch. But I mean, you're probably going to have a lot of these numbers and data down if you follow what I'm going to show you, better than the HBA, better than the executive officer of the HBA in your market, better than most of the big realtors and teams and so forth. So take it on yourself and really become proactive about it, because I want you to become a new homes rock star in your market. That's my goal. That's my vision for you. Now, about the content, I'm going to make these videos. I'm going to try to keep them short and broken down into smaller topics. So I don't know if it's going to be 6 or 7 or maybe 8 videos, but we're going to cover a lot of material really, really fast in the next videos. And I want to just give you a word about learning. Okay. I read a quote not too long ago that it really, really resonated with me. And if I were you, I would write this down. And it said something like this, and I'm probably not going to get it exactly right, but it said, the only sustainable competitive advantage moving forward is learning faster than the other guys. The only sustainable competitive advantage moving forward is learning faster than the other guys. So what's that mean? It means that the information is out there if you know where to look for it. And what we have to do is we have to learn and implement the things that we're learning. And if we're learning and implementing faster than our competitor, we're going to excel past our competitor. And what is about to happen for you right now is over the next several videos, I'm going to start downloading to you, years and years and tens of thousands of hours of research. And I don't even know how much money we've spent on it, but a lot of research, thousands of conversations, meetings with leaders of the home building industry and big builders and small builders and realtors and brokerages. And it's going to be pretty cool. So I want to get in agreement with you on a couple of things though. Okay. Here's what I'm learning. And I would ask you for, take lots of notes. Get your notepad, and when we begin these videos, if you need to stop it, back it up, write it down, take notes, engage in the information. If you don't understand it, reach out to me, because I want you to be proactive with it and really take responsibility for yourself. You know, I've started to show this, what we've learned and what we continue to learn, to a lot of realtors now around the United States. And what I've seen is the ones who take it and run with it, they're getting big wins very, very fast. And that's what I want for you. And then there's others who they kind of, they don't do anything with it. They listen to it and they say that's interesting. And you know what it reminds me of is about 20 years ago, I bought one of those elliptical machines. And I had it in a box in the corner for over a year, and then about a year and a half later, I looked down and realized I still did not have the 6-pack abs that it would promise me, and realized that was never going to happen until I got it out of the box. The same thing is true here. I'm going to show you the tools. I'm going to give you the tools to begin to take things to the next level. I want you to, and do this. Always in each video, look for 1 or 2 or 3 action items. What is your next step? Don't worry about 10 steps down the road that you don't have yet. You can reach out about those questions, but focus on the next step. When you take the next step after that and the step after that are going to become revealed to you. It'll make sense, but embrace where you are right now. If you're just getting started, if you've never done new construction, it doesn't matter. If you've never listed a house, it doesn't matter, okay? I'm gonna show you how to get started with this and really get your footprint and get yourself started. So reach out if you need help, if you've got a question, I'm here for you. Last couple of things, and then we'll call it a wrap on this video, is below the video, there's a link to a Facebook group that we're just starting. I would love for you to join the Facebook group. That's a place where you and I can connect and where you can ask questions and we can begin to discuss at a greater level as we need to. So the biggest thing though, if you forget everything else I've said, take action, just take action. What I'm about to teach you, if you apply it, you will win. Now I can't go out on the call with you to the new home buyer. I can't be there with you when you meet with the builder or the developer. But I guarantee you, if you take it and you take it to heart and take action on it, you will win. And if you bring it, I'll bring it, okay? Agreed? So I want to tell you one little story. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but I'll tell you one little story before I sign off here. There's a new realtor, and in the course of these videos, I'm going to be sharing the stories of a lot of these realtors with you. Who knows, maybe I'll introduce a couple of them to you. But brand new realtor that just started with us. She's not brand new. She's been in the business for several years and been a part of teams, and recently went out on her own and has been struggling, okay? And on her own, because that's a whole different game when you start on your own. And I don't know if she'd ever done new construction before. I don't think she did, but we connected, and I think we've had 2 or 3 sessions, coaching sessions, and then a matter of weeks, now I talked to her this week, and she said, you know what, my business is just starting to explode and everything is turning around for her. Again, I wish I could say that happens with every single realtor that I know, but it hasn't. It happens with the ones who are taking a hold of it and in implementing these strategies. They're not difficult, they're not rocket science, but they are going to change your perspective about your role and what you're bringing to the table when it comes to new home construction. That's about it. So I think that's all I've got to cover with you for today. But listen, get ready to win, because it is your time. You've been working at this, and I don't know if you've done new construction, if you're ready to take it to the next level, if you're just getting started with new construction, but we're going to show you how to do it. So be ready to take a hold of it. Join the Facebook group. You'll find the link below. By the way, in each of the videos, some of these videos, there will be downloads, there'll be resources. Always go check those out. If there's bonus links or other things, go check those out, bookmark them, save them, and utilize the materials that we're giving you here. So you ready? Because I'm ready. Let's do this together. I will see you in the next video. This is Ron Williams, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.